Oh, welcome back to Popular Event number 10. I'm Ben Johnson.
I'm Jordan Ball.
And we are live with the quarterfinals. On the left, we have Henry Sams. And on the right, we have Gary Lau.
And Henry's going to start our game off with a Wednesday Maya.
Yep.
I believe Henry's on Jund.
Yeah, Henry's on Jund. And we had Gary on before.
Yeah, he's on the Blue-Red Prowess deck and starts off with the Monastery Swiss Spear. Exactly. At the very least, Goblin Guide.
We mentioned before, it might be just a budget issue. But he is very focused on the spells. Spells matters sort of thing. So he has his prowess creatures, like the Swift Spear and Storm Chaser Mage.
I suppose they would
And
be
also-
very-
To an effect, also the Kilnfiend.
Yeah.
And I guess Peddler Rever also has prowess.
So we have a fetch there from Henry grabbing a Stomping Ground. And he'll bolt the... Oh, an Immunogenic. So he bolts the Swift Spear, but Immunogenic growth from Gary saves it. And Henry took quite a bit of damage there, I think.
Yeah, he had to take 3 damage to play his Shockline, and then the Mutagenic Growth.
Also triggered Prowess, so that's +3/+3,
Yeah,
giving it a total of 5 power? 4 power.
4 power. Yeah, so Tamaglyphs can come down. So Goyf at the moment is just a 2/3. Land and instant.
An attack instantly there from Gary. I believe Henry's life total can't be right there though, can it? Because he shocked himself to take
Yeah,
the lightning bolt.
it should be lower.
Yes. We'll get that looked at as soon as possible. So Swamp there and an Inquisition of Kozilek from Henry, seeing a Team of Battle Rage which he immediately puts into the graveyard as that was the only viable target. 3 lands and a Vendom Leveler for Gary. Henry here with 2 mana open, contemplating his move, and in the end just opts for just a simple attack for, you said it would be a 4/5 now?
Instant land sorcery, so 3/4.
Sorry, 3/4, yes. And a fetch and a basic swamp for Henry. Taking him to what this file tells us is 14, but I don't believe that can be right.
So that's a Dark Confidant that's going to come down
Yep.
for Henry.
And it's at least the old artwork, so I gotta appreciate that. Fetch there from Gary, going to go his 3rd land. Didn't actually see his draw step there. Dark Confidant here could easily, well not now thanks to the Serum Visions. That's obviously what Gary drew for the turn. Would you consider blocking here just to soak up some damage with the Dark Confidant?
No, that Dark Confidant's going to draw him or reveal more cards. And that's just going to be so many more answers because John just has so many just kill spells.
Sorry, who?
Jund.
Oh, John. I said
Yeah.
John. I was very confused. But the players' names are Henry and Gary, Ben. Anyway, attacking here from Gary, dropping Henry down a further 2 damage. 2 life, sorry. And a Maelstrom Pulse revealed off the top, doing 3 damage to Henry. And I believe those life totals might be correct now.
Yeah, we've just got the life totals corrected now.
Yeah, so that's Henry on 9 and Gary on 14. Henry gets in here for 5. Taking Gary also for 9. Now, Maelstrom Pulses an instant or a sorcery?
Sorcery. Definitely a sorcery.
So it'll be interesting to see if he does in fact play that here then. Just throw 1 for 1 removal spell.
Yeah, well, he knows that Gary has a few lands in hand and the Bedlam Reveler. So it's safe to just get that threat off the board.
And given that although there is the fact that we don't know what he drew from that Serum Visions, but I'm not sure that whatever it is could protect from most of John's actual removal.
Yeah, it looks like Gary
Non-damage,
just has...
basically.
Yeah, so it looks like Gary just has a 3.
Oh, a Kalatas!
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah. Gary's deck would have a real problem dealing with that in any meaningful manner. And the lifelink is just gravy for Henry. So revealing a Dark Confidant and a Maelstrom Pulse off that Taxian Pro, Gary will get to draw another card and drop to 7 life.
I think Gary just pointing at the Maelstrom Pulse and be like, yep, that's pretty good.
That's a pulse. So Gary doesn't have in his deck, from memory, all that much actual burn, does he? Like burn to the like lightning bolts and things. He's got a few. He's got lightning bolts, but not much else.
Yeah, he has 4 lightning bolts.
So
But the rest of his damage is combat based.
he does have a Metamorphosis in hand, and from that he could potentially draw a lightning bolt to drop Henry to 5. But there isn't anything in John that costs 5 mana, so the Dark Confidant trigger wouldn't really do the job there, would it?
No, it doesn't look like it. He's up to 2
He does in
prowess.
fact draw the lightning bolt.
He's up to 2 prowess now. So Swiftspear is a 3/4.
But I do not see Swiftspear really doing enough to get through the Kalatas at this point. Looking at the hand, there's only the Lightning Bolt and the Bedlam Reveler in hand, so I'm not sure that Gary can do enough to push through and actually get at Henry's life total anyway.
So what Gary can do is attack with Swiftspear, see if Henry blocks. If he doesn't block, well then Gary's just dead. If Henry blocks, then Gary can Lightning Bolt the Dark Confidant, which will make his Swiftspear a 4/5, which will kill the Kalitas. So Henry would gain 3 life and lose 2 creatures, and Gary would get to keep his Swiftspear.
The Kalatas trigger for making zombies, is that only on creatures your opponents control?
Let's bring it up and see.
Can we have a look at Kalatas Trader again, please? Spell the K.
Kalitas. Kalitas. Search. Just getting a
The second one. Second one.
technical assistant help us out here.
So, yes, it is only on an opponent's creature. That would work. So he does opt to go for the Lightning Bolt. I'm not quite sure where that went.
Just straight to the face.
Dropping Henry 2/5. Not sure this gives him the best chance of victory, but there could be another Lightning Bolt in hand for all we know. I doubt it. Nope, just about another onto the battlefield. But
Yeah.
this does give him 3 extra cards. I do see an Apostle's Blessing. That could give protection from black and be enough.
Yeah, that's lethal.
That's lethal. Oh, well done to Gary there.
Wow. Great placement, Gary.
I really didn't see him pulling that one out, but
Yeah, that was
it show just how resilient this deck can be. And how little I know, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's some really good placement, Gary. As a John player myself, I really don't want to verse that sort of stuff.
So what is the problem for John with a deck like the Blue Red Prowess deck? You,
Sorry, I didn't hear
oh,
you. Sorry, I was just looking up their sideboards.
sorry. The Blue Red Prowess deck. You said as a John player you wouldn't want to face it. What are the reasons for that?
Just being able to hit so much damage out of nowhere
Okay.
is just a bit of an obstacle.
So you don't have enough of instant speed removal that's non-damage based to possibly deal with this?
You have a fair decent amount. You got Terminate, Abrupt Decay, which Henry didn't see in this particular matchup. So just having a look at Gary's sideboard. So he's got the 2 Thing in the Ice, 2 Dismember, 1 Extra Reveler, Forked Bolt, Static Caster, Smash to Smithereens, 2 Vandal Blast, 1 Grim Lavamancer, 1 Dragon's Claw, 1 Tormod Script, and 2 Blood Moons. So straight away, 2 Blood Moons are coming in. possibly to dismembers. Not sure how much removal he wants. Grim Lavamancer definitely, as the games are going to go long.
Well, potentially. We saw that game go relatively quickly.
Yeah. Now moving over to Henry's sideboard. He's got the full 4 Leyline of the Void. That's for Dredge, not for this one. 2 Kitchen Finks. There's a good chance that they might come in. 2 Fulminator Mage, 1 Obstinate Baloth, 2 Ancient Grudge, that's it. Just a bit of a messy handwriting here from Henry. 2 Anger of the Gods, 1 Crumble to Dust, and 1 Painful Truce. So probably from this, I'm looking at the 2 Kitchen Finks, the Obstinate Baloth, and depending how controlling he wants to be, maybe the 2 Anger of the Gods.
I would see the Anger of the Gods possibly being a good idea, just because on Henry's turn, Gary's figures tend to be quite small.
Yeah, it is a good catch-all, which I think is really good. But yeah, plays the sideboard pretty quick. They're just doing a quick pile count now. But yeah, Gary is up a game. Henry's going to be on the play.
And he really brought that win out of nowhere. I just did not see that line at all. I mean, it did rely a little bit on luck, but to see the line at all was fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's slightly ahead in this matchup. We get some crazy stuff like that last game.
Yes.
But overall, I guess this is sort of the matchup that John wants. Creature-based deck, playing pump spells, but, modern is modern, and sometimes they just get lucky and kill you on turn 4.
Yeah.
Or turn 3, or... pretty sure that was a turn 4 kill.
I was turn 4 kills.
Yeah, so play's just presenting up now.
So Henry's more than likely to be on play this game, and we'll see if he can pull this one off.
Yeah, so he's looking for a discard spell or a lightning bolt to deal with the first creature.
Do you think he leaves in Thoughtseize, or is that too much damage for this matchup?
There's always the option to take out Thoughtseize. Depends how aggressive Henry wants to be at stripping his hand. I'd err on the side of caution and probably take them out and just leave in the 4 Inquisitions.
Henry here taking a mulligan. Gary seems to have capped. I can see 3 lands in his hand. A Stolen Khan, a Spire of Canal, and a basic island. I believe I also saw a Kiln Fiend and an Apostle's Blessing in his hand.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of hand he does like.
Especially in a matchup like this, where as you said, there is a lot of removal.
Yeah, Henry's taking a mulligan here, but John is very resilient, and a lot of their cards are like 2-for-1s, and are able to get more value. So it does look like he has brought in those Anger of the Gods.
Yep, that's one right there on top, and he bottoms it.
Yeah, it looks like he might just be digging for some lands.
Starts things off with a Raging Ravine and passes the turn. Spire Bluff from Gary into a Serum Visions. Not quite ideal. You would prefer the Swift Spear, but it's still not a bad thing to have a turn 1 play.
Yeah, it looked like Gary just kept them both on top then.
Oh, wow. Second land there, that's a Bloodcleave Cliffs, I believe?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Arrows from Gary, and he'll probably go into the Kiln Fiend here. There it is.
Yeah, a little risky here.
And then it does eat the Lightning Bolt. Apostle's Blessing does cost 1 and a... Oh, actually there's a Mutagenic Growth. Although that's very good for Henry, because now that Mutagenic isn't being used to attack his life total.
Yeah, so Henry has a Liliana of the Veil in his hand.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if he has the 3rd mana for it though. Pushing aside the 2 mana there. I feel like he might have a tap land.
No, he does... Oh. He opts for the Inquisition.
Okay, just gonna check what's going on. This is a good play. It lets him plan the rest of his next few turns, while also taking a threat from Gary's hand. This also leads to me to believe that Henry's gonna have a removal spell for this Kiln Fiend.
And do you believe he'll take the other? It seems to be a stronger thing to do than take either the Metamorphose or the Sleight of Hand.
Yeah, it's likely to take the extra Kiln Fiend. It just leaves him
Just one less threat.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gary's deck is rather light on threats, with only, I believe, 12 in total.
Yeah, so he's actually going to take the sleight of hand. So, so that says to me that Henry's really going to try to set up this Liliana of the Veil.
And there, in fact, is the Terminate
Yeah.
for the Kiln Fiend.
Yeah, there's that removal spell. Henry's playing very well this game. So,
I think there was another Metamorphosis there for Gary, I'm not quite sure.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. And the Kiln Fiend comes down. Of course, the Liliana will take care of that very quickly if Henry chooses to deploy it this turn.
Yeah, Apostle's Blessing's not
And
going to
there
do
it
much
is.
against this.
No. That's the Liliana of the Veil. That will make him sacrifice the creature when he ticks it down. The -2 ability, I believe.
Yeah, -2.
A Steam Bench fetched there for Gary. It actually is a Steam Bench this turn.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's not a Spire Block Canal, that's a Steam Bench. Liliana here actually really poses a problem for Garrett. I'm not sure how many ways he will have to deal with this. Just a Tarmogoyf, however, in hand for Henry. Well, just a Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, just.
Yeah. One of the, probably, I'd say one of the best creatures in Modern, especially at least in the Jund deck.
I think this going to be a bit of a stretch, but I think it's one of the fairest creatures in Modern. But when we have, you know, 1-drops that are just killing people on turn 2 and 3,
Yeah.
like Death Shadows, Glistener Elves, I mean, Monastery Swift Spear. I don't know, I think Tarmogoyf's actually a fair card in Modern.
Oh,
All
I
the
have
unfairs.
no problem with the Tarmogoyf. I think you are correct. It is rather fair.
Yeah, let's see what Gary can pull out. It's going to start with chaining some Metamorphose, maybe just leading into this Bedlam Reveler.
Lightning Bolt there. That could take care of... That will actually, if he chooses to use it, take care of the Liliana. And that was a Swift Spear, I believe?
Yeah, that's also going to take care of that Liliana.
Well, I think that would be the better option to take care of the Liliana and leave the Lightning Bolt for something like maybe a double spell with the Tarmogoyf. He does end up casting that Liliana. Sorry, that Liliana.
That Lightning Bolt?
That Lightning Bolt. It's like Liliana, but smaller. Did he cast it? Or did he just discard it?
No, so he casted it and he's targeted Henry's face.
Yes, and he still had the Metamorphosis mana. I
Yeah.
forgot. So 3 new cards there for Gary, and just a Tarmogoyf for Henry at the moment. Drew a new card, and it was a Blooming Marsh. Another new Calados card. Stormchaser Mage, the follow-up for Gary. Followed by a Dismember. Ooh!
Ooh, so... Let's just check if this Goyf is actually small enough to be killed by this Dismember. Players are just checking, but it looks like instant sorcery land, creature, planeswalker. That would make it a 5/6, so yeah.
So the,
Gary, a bit too hasty
yes,
with
Gary-
that. We saw this in the last time Gary was on camera. Got a little bit excited.
And he'll get in here for a bevy of damage. I believe that's at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage coming in here at the very least. And he's still on a very respectable life total, so things aren't going all bad for him. Henry is in fact out of cards at the moment as well.
Yeah, so next turn, Henry can activate his Raging Ravine as a blocker. But he knows about that Dismember.
Did Gary, in fact, in the end, was he allowed to elect not to cast the Dismember?
Yeah, he didn't actually cast it. Just
Henry getting aggressive here. And attacking in for a ton of damage. I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure how much.
so Go should be a 5/6, and Raging Ravine becomes a 4/4. So that should be 9. So he's down to 5. Yeah. Raging Ravine is a very, very good creature. Well, creature land.
Creature land.
Yeah, so.
Interestingly here, being at 5 and having no access to either white or black mana, Gary is not, in fact, not able to cast both his Apostle's Blessing and his Dismember.
Yeah, that's probably a reason why Henry got in there for that damage. It's really a smart play there by Henry. Also got his Raging Ravine out of Lightning Bolt target range. Does that make sense?
Lightning Bolt range.
Yes.
You wanted to say.
Yeah, you can't.
You wanted a few too many words there, man.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt will not kill it straight outright. Sorry, folks. It's been a long day.
It has been, and we're in a small room. So 4 mana here, tapped for Henry. This is probably just another Raging Ravine activation, which indeed it is. This will be a lethal attack without blockers.
Yeah, so both creatures are going to be lethal.
However, it does seem to be rather a greedy attack, given that Gary's ability to pump out damage.
Yeah, I just don't think that Henry has any other choice at the moment. If he sits back, then he could just die to that Kiln Fiend.
And of course, you would not use the Kiln Fiend to block here. You would use the Reveler and the Master's Whisper.
Yeah, it looks like Gary's just contemplating whether to use this Dismember.
Raging Ravine does not have trample, does it?
No, it does not. It also looks like he's going to use this Apostle's Blessing to save one of his chump blockers. Most likely the Bedlam Reveler.
Interesting choice here, given that... No, if he saves the Reveler, he's still fine, given that...
It looks like he's going with that Dismember.
Oh, he does.
It's going to drop him down to a 1.
Very risky here. I mean, it was possible for Henry to have a Lightning Bolt. However, I believe Henry now has to sit back on that Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, that was a very risky play from Gary.
Gary one tap and draws another Apostle's Blessing. He cannot, in fact, actually cast either.
Yeah, so this card's just literally dead in his hand.
And with no, I think, way to gain life in his 75, this could, that will, in fact, cost him dearly.
Yeah, so what Gary needs is a Manamorphose. Oh,
Ooh, Kalitas off the top. And of course that will in fact end up making a zombie as...
yeah, no. So yeah, as I was saying, Manamorphose could probably help Gary cast those 2 Apostle's Blessings. It looks like they're just counting Tarmogoyf again, and it should still be a 5/6.
This will, yeah, that's it. This will force a block and create a blocker for Henry. Henry here has navigated this game very well though.
Yeah, he's a very, very good player. Played him a few times.
And that's a Jataxian Probe off the top for Gary. He will be able to cast this one.
Yeah, it's basically a redraw. Also, just to check the coast is clear.
It's a Liliana in hand for Henry.
Yeah.
Draws again, and it's a mountain.
That's not good.
That doesn't actually do anything for Gary's situation here. Metamorphose would in fact have been the perfect draw, as it would have got through both the Bedlam Reveler and the Kiln Fiend, potentially.
I think we would have just had lethal damage with the Kiln Fiend. It could both Apostle's Blessings target the Kiln Fiend. One named black, one named green.
I'd forgotten about the time because everything else was just so prevalent. That Liliana will tick down, take out one of the creatures, and of course 3 attackers here, one of which this will be lethal, as long as he makes the correct attack.
Yeah, expertly played here by Henry. Very, very good player.
Henry does not know that it is, but yes, he makes the attack, and that will take us to a game 3.
Yes, go Jund.
Never go Jund.
Yeah, very, very, very well played there by Henry. I'm still questioning that Dismember by Gary. He may have thought it was his only chance to deal with that Raging Ravine.
It did seem like a rather greedy play, though. I mean, a single blocker probably... A single blocker followed up by the Apostle's Blessing would have done more. I believe, for him.
So yeah, players just looking through their decks again, trying to work out if they want to sideboard any differently.
We suddenly have a very raucous crowd outside.
Yeah, we can see though that Gary did bring in those Blood Moons. They didn't show up that game. Would have been very handy to deal with that Raging Ravine.
A lot of Jun's spells are in fact red spells, so is that the main appeal of Blood Moon in the matchup?
No, just shutting off the green and black spells is very good.
And of course, creature lands.
Yes. So the only like main red spells is Lightning Bolt, and they still need black for Terminate. Maelstrom Pulse, black green. That's hard to cast. Liliana of the Veil is almost taken out of the game, especially if you have to fetch basics. Deck only plays 2 swamps.
And of course, fetching 2 swamps early on, just in case of a Blood Moon, can mess up your mana on the run.
Yeah, it's a bit rough to play it around Blood Moon. Some games you just can't do it. It really messes up the fast lanes, Blackleaf Cliffs, and Blooming Marsh.
Blooming Marsh, of course, a new one from Kaladesh.
Yeah, it's really helping the deck a lot. Just making that mana just a little bit better.
It's really helping both decks quite a lot.
So yeah, it looks like players were just not really changing much for the sideboard. I think Gary just changed 1 card.
I'm not sure Henry changed any.
Yeah, seems pretty confident.
So Gary likely to be on the play here in game 3. I can't imagine he would choose to take the draw at any point.
Yeah, I doubt it. So Gary's looking for Monastery Swiftspear to start the game off. And then he can start chaining his spells together.
It's quite interesting that we've had Gary on camera twice now, and with only 12 creatures in his list, he hasn't had to mulligan, if memory serves.
I think he mulliganed once.
Oh. Is that? Yes, that's 7.
Yeah.
I thought for a moment he had 8.
Yeah, I also thought the same thing. It was just the way he dealt out his cards.
So we can see in the Swiftspear a Lightning Bolt and 2 lands. I believe it's 2.
Yeah, it's Steam Venton and Islands.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one for Gary.
That's that's exactly what Gary wanted to see.
Yeah.
Let's see if Henry can match him.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for Henry. As a Jun player.
I'm sure Henry's a nice guy, but I'm going for the Prowess deck. Is it for life?
Is it though? Okay, I'm sorry. folks.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Really?
So Henry's had a look at his hand.
Yep.
He likes
Let's keep. And we have a Steam Vents and the Swiftspear to start things off. Life totals 18 to 19.
So let's see what Henry can do on the turn 1. So John's got a lot of turn 1 plays. So you can have the Inquisition, you could have Lightning Bolt, possibly like the Thought Seizers, but we think he blotted them out.
And,
no.
it is a Thought Seize.
There it is. So this is good for Henry.
Sorry.
He's gonna take some damage, but he's able to sculpt his game plan around this. He's gonna have a lot of information going forward. He's also gonna be able to take a threat or some burn from Gary. Probably one of those threats.
I would say it would more to be Storm Chaser Mage.
That's very likely. It's gonna depend on Henry's removal suite. See what he's got in hand. But Storm Chaser is the harder to deal with threat. It's also a haster. Yeah.
He does in fact take that, leaving Gary with a Lightning Bolt, Metamorphose, Island, and Kiln Fiend.
Yeah. Looks like Gary's next turn probably just gonna play that Kiln Fiend, and Henry's gonna be able to start clearing up the board.
And of course, you did mention before, Jund has a lot of 2-for-1s, so this could potentially work out very well for Henry, given that, well, actually, we don't actually know the contents of ECM. We haven't seen it in this game, have we?
Yeah, I think Henry's looking for a Terminate right now. That'd be really good.
A double Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Raging Ravine just tapped, and we do in fact see a Lightning Bolt taking down that Kiln Fiend.
Yeah, so using the Lightning Bolt early is good. He knew the path was clear, so there wasn't any mutagenic growth shenanigans going on. Gary just had the one unknown card in hand.
Now Gary did, I believe, draw another copy of Metamorphose here, leaving his hand being double Metamorphose, Serum Vision, and Lightning Bolt. Henry, however, is at 16, so I'm not sure that would be enough.
Yeah, I'd happy to just fire off one of these Manamorphos, as he does it as I
As you
start
say, it
talking.
happens.
Yeah, and probably just lead into a Sarum Visions.
There is a mountain there drawn, so he will be able to hit his land up for the turn.
You should always just cycle this other one as well. But I'd be happy to just save it for later, just in case.
Could cycle it into a team of Battle Rage, rather.
He could, but if I was Gary, I'd really try and find another threat.
Well, there's a Blood Moon drawn.
Yeah, that's a threat.
More than good. Oh, and Bedlam over that and Kiln Fiend on top.
Is it Kiln Fiend? I thought it was a Metamorphose.
I thought it was a Kiln Fiend. I can't tell now.
Yeah. Bedlam Revel is going to be good.
It might take a few more turns to set up, but not many.
Gary's going to continue his turn. He's just going to bolt Henry down at 13. And he's going to swing in for 4 damage. Take him down to 9. It looks.
Now the interesting thing here will be to see if Henry sniffs out the Blood Moon and leaves up, say, a Dr. K number.
That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see what happens.
So the swing does come in here from the Monastery Switchsphere, and
That's
interesting, the Lightning Bolt was not actually popped off there, so Henry drops to 14.
Yeah, so Gary didn't want to use that extra mana he had floating from Metamorphose.
Oh, and Inquisition will take the Blood Moon.
I mean, that's very,
Almost
very,
certainly.
very, very likely the choice.
Yes.
Yeah, Henry.
It was almost unlikely. It was not likely to be anything else.
Henry agrees. Metamorphose and a Lightning Bolt left.
Henry agrees, says Ben very happily,
Yeah.
as Henry gets I believe it's a Stomping Ground, untapped, going to 12, and casting a Tarmogoyf.
Is the Goyf.
Ziggoyf?
Zigoyf.
Ziggoyf.
So you've got. He's a 5/6 at the moment.
This creature gets so large that it's almost impossible for anything Gary does to deal with it properly.
Yeah, Gary really needs some Apostle Blessing to get through damage, or his Storm Chaser Mages.
He does have another copy of Metamorphose drawn for the turn, which could in fact get him into something relevant, but he's using a lot of cards to potentially not get through any damage.
Yeah, it looks like he left that Metamorphose on top, as well as Bedlam Reveler, so it was a Metamorphose, not the Kiln Fiend.
Okay. So in that case, he knows what the card on top is.
Wow, this is a
brave attack.
yeah. Henry just calls it.
So a Metamorphose here. We'll draw the Bedlam Reveler. He'll add 2. And fire up the second. And draw into a Scotland Tarn. Now he does have the Lightning Bolt available to him if he wants to use it as well to finish off the Tarmogoyf. But that's 4 cards used to take down Tarmogoyf?
Yeah, all these cards that he's using is fueling his Bedlam Reveler, so he's going to be able to cast it after combat. That's
Especially got big enough to actually eat the Tarmogoyf. Imagine that, tiny little monk ate a Goyf.
Oh, monks have incredible power. Never doubt them.
If you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, I take it.
So it looks like Gary was 1 mana short of casting that Bedlam Reveler. Just a little bit hard to see his graveyard from here.
He does have it in such a way that the camera is glaring.
Yeah, it looks like he's only got
There
4.
are 3 Metamorphos at least in there.
Yeah.
So the 3 Metamorphos, a Sarum Visions, and a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, it looks like he has 5. 5 instants or sorceries. So Bedlam Reveler is going to cost 3 mana. Alright, let's see what Henry can do.
Oh, and an Anger of the Gods from Henry.
Yeah, he's just going to 1 for 1.
Sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah, he's just got to contain these threats from Gary. Gary just going to get his Steam Vents here.
Did look briefly at the top card of his library to see what it was he would have drawn.
There's also a possibility to get an island, but to try and fix up his mana for Blood Moon later on. But he's already got the 1, so
And he does only have 2 in his list.
yeah. And having access to more red mana is important.
So on to appear from Gary, and he draws a Lightning Bolt. Now that he actually will be able to cast that Lightning Bolt before he plays the Bedlam Reveler, allowing him to only pay 2 mana for the Bedlam Reveler, and also taking Henry down to 9 life. Sorry. So in fact, he does fire the Lightning Bolt off. And now we see the Burden Reveler, and he will get to draw 3 cards. And I missed what he drew there. I believe there's a Taxian Probe in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just dealing with some technical issues.
Also, some Twisted in his wrist. He doesn't have Twisted Image in his wrist, does he?
No, he does not.
3 mana and a... Oh, that's a Kitchen Finks.
Yes, he's brought this one in for life gain.
That will take him back up to 11 and potentially more. Kiln Fiend the draw.
So that extra spell in his hand is a Mutagenic Growth.
Ah. That wasn't even blue.
Oh, you were close. It was a magic card. Got some good eyes there.
Oh, thank you. I use them for looking at things. Poorly. Now, is that another Bedlam Reveler in Gary's hand there?
Yeah, so he's got Bedlam Reveler, Kiln Fiend, and the Mutagenic Growth. Yeah.
Henry blocking there, going up to 13, and we'll see what... Oh, the Bedlam Reveler actually in fact deployed.
Yeah, he's just going to discard that Kiln Fiend and Mutagenic Growth to draw 3 fresh ones off the top.
And we have a land, I believe.
Land, Swift Spear, and a Probe.
Not terrible. Would you... I don't think the correct move to play here would be to actually deploy the Swiss Spear this turn.
I would hold it back. We've already
Even
seen...
though he has already attacked.
Yeah, we've also seen Anger of the Gods from Henry, and Gary just, was getting a little hurt himself, but realised he could hold it back. He's got plenty of mana available for next turn.
And that's a Maelstrom Pulse, killing both copies of Bedlam Reveler, Maelstrom Wanderer.
That's a good one. Oh, Storm Chaser Mage, yes. Sorry, wasn't I going for Henry? What?
I'm not sure who you're going for anymore.
I'm just going for good
Possibly
magic.
yourself.
I'm just going for good magic.
Fair enough.
I'm very much a Jund player and a Blue-Red player.
Taxian Probe is fired off for 2 life.
Yeah, Gary's got
Paris triggers on all 3 creatures.
plenty of life to play with. Also a chance he just draws another Storm Chaser Mage.
Or even a Lightning Bolt to get rid of the Kitchen Finks and get him for more damage.
Yeah, also at 2 mana, Team of Battle Rage would also help.
Another Bedlam Reveler. There's a plethora of draws. As long as it's on the land here, he should feel pretty confident.
Yeah, Gary made the correct play here by just paying
And
2 life.
that's a Kalitas, a Tarmogoyf, and I didn't quite catch the last card in hand for Henry. But I believe it was a 4 mana spell that he has been unable to deploy, hence to missing a land up for a few turns now.
Yeah. I think Gary may have drawn another Taxian Probe. Yeah, he
was, in
has.
fact. Oh, and he does get another trigger off of that as well, drawing another card, and that's a Team of Battle Rage. That was a Team of Battle Rage. He gets in here.
Jeez, I think this is...
That may be enough.
Yeah, this might be lethal. I don't want to combat math, but I just play it and see what happens.
Well, he's cast 2 Detection Probes already. Oh, he should elect not to cast Team of Battle Rage here.
Yeah, I feel that was incorrect. I think you just missed lethal.
Given that Henry goes to 7 here, he gets double strike, playing another +1 off of the Team of Battle Rage, so that would take the unblocked Swift Spear to 4, and presumably the Storm Chaser Mage to a double striking 8.
Yeah.
So actually, Henry would not be dead, he would be on 1. I think. I may have math wrong.
Yeah, no, the Battle Rage would give the Storm Chaser Mage double strike.
Oh, yeah.
So it itself would be lethal. Oh well, it didn't happen, so let's move on and see what Henry can do. He's still just so stuck on the mana. He's just gonna...
It's really unfortunate to see this though, when a player does this, get stuck on mana, constraining anything they can do.
Yeah, especially a mana-hungry deck like Jund. That's a mouthful for you.
So we do know there's a Tarmogoyf, which is in fact played, and unfortunately, again, Henry did not draw a land.
Yeah, just checking the Goyf. Shoot.
You right there?
Yeah, it looks like he's a 5/6.
And another Storm Chaser Mage drawn for Gary. So that Storm Chaser will add another damage to the battle to the game. I can't English. Gary here, of course, concerned about a lightning bolt from Henry, but with another Storm Chaser Mage in hand, he can at least get in for 2, possibly more. Seems to be arguing, yep, he does in fact end up playing it. And strangely, only goes in the air.
Yeah, no, he's still just thinking about how he wants to attack.
Henry is only at 7, Gary's still at a rather comfortable 12 life.
Yeah, Gary's just working out how Henry would block.
And given that he does have a spell in hand, even though it would no longer be lethal, I don't think.
So if Henry doesn't have anything, then this team at Battle Rage will be lethal. But Gary has to play around Lightning Bolt targeting one of those creatures. Because the double strike is extra damage.
Oh, it's double strike regardless?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've been misreading Team Battle Rage. I thought the trample was regardless.
Yeah, no. Trample is the first trigger. It always gives double strike. Gary's just...
So this is a more conservative line here from Gary. I'm not sure with my opponent missing land drops that I actually would give him this chance.
And he is very far ahead, so he wants to play it cautiously.
Another missed land drop that looks like there from Henry. Oh no, sorry, I thought he'd passed the turn back.
No, he's just... Henry's a very...
Methodical player?
Yeah, methodical, that's the word I'm looking for. So he's going to play to every art he has. Possibly another Maelstrom Pulse here. It's a Kitchen Finks.
Kitchen Finks.
It's going to buy him some time.
One of the reasons that I would not have held back there.
Gary can find a spell. He's got this.
And he does. He finds a sleight of hand.
Yeah, so that's going to be game over. With Henry tapped out, there's going to be 2 prowess triggers to take his...
and he finds a mutagenic growth as well, just to save things, just to really polish things off.
Yeah. So unfortunate that Henry stumbled on his mana this game, but I mean he played as best as he could. But it looks like Gary's just... I mean, nothing's over. It's not over yet, but...
Gary could make mistakes. After all, some of us had players concede when they've had the win on the board.
Yeah, I mean, we're not all as lucky as I am, but... I mean, that did also happen on a pop lot, but I feel like Gary's seen lethal.
Yes.
Oh, that's a Faithless Looting.
Have we been this whole time?
Have we been wrong this entire time?
Oh god, I think we have.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
But he's found a lightning bolt,
Yeah,
so change everything we've said.
Yep. This makes all his plays make a lot more sense.
Wow, we are so wrong.
It's embarrassing.
He's got lethal now though, so that makes up for us completely messing up.
For about the last 4 turns, I think?
Last 2 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So congratulations to Gary. He's going to move on to the semi-finals, and commiserations to Henry. He's a very good player. Unfortunately, his tournament ends here.
it's just a bit of a shame to see it end, though, from something like, not being able to draw his mana.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But Magic is a cruel mistress, and she treats us very unkindly.
She does.
But Henry will be back. We hope he will probably... He's a good shot at making top 8 at our 10K event. It's going to be held on the 20th of November next month. We're all pretty excited to see that. I'll be doing coverage. Not sure who with at the moment, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a great event. $10,000 in prizes on the line. It's also a PPTQ. So winner will receive $1,000 of prizes, plus an invite to regionals. We're all very excited. We've also got some side events on. We're going to have a modern side event, which is going to be fun. It's going to be bounce back after round 3. But yeah, we're all pretty excited for that, and we hope to see you all there. We're going to check on the rest of the matches, see what we can find for you, but it looks like we'll be back for the semi-finals soon.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.